Come back to my channel. Here, let us work on the section AB, as the cutting plane AB goes like this. Okay, so it cut the object into two. So the arrow goes in this direction. The arrow is pointing this direction at point A here, and at point B is pointing this direction. That means when we cut it, we are going to remove this part. Okay, so when we remove it, so we are going to see this surface. Okay, so you see this line as a thick line. This line will also be a thick line. So merge with this one, and this line will also be a thick line. Then it cut the web through. So it cut the web, then it cut this part here. Okay, so we are going to see the line at this point on the on this hole. So we are going to see it, and also this line we are going to see it here. So we are going to see this surface. So the cutting plane does not touch this surface. This is taken away. The cutting plane does not touch this surface. So we are going to leave this surface unhashed, but we are going to hash this surface. We hash this surface. We also hash this surface here. So but the web, so since the cutting plane goes like this on the web, so that will be left unhashed. Okay, the cutting plane touched this solid part, so we are going to hash this. So the cutting plane does not touch this surface and doesn't touch this surface. We are going to leave them unhashed. So what I want to do, normally what we are supposed to do is to replicate this surface as we see it here. So just like we have the front elevation, because what we want to draw here is sectional front elevation. So I'm going to make use of what we have drawn here. So we are supposed to replicate this. Okay, so I'm going to make use of it. So what I'm going to do now, so this line will be a thick line. As I said, at this line at this point and this point, they will form one line. Okay, so it will become a thick line. So I'm going to make this line for the sectional view. So we make it a thick line. So we make it a thick line as we have it here. So we make this line a thick line now. So just make it a thick line, and this line we also make it a thick line here. So this will be a thick line as we have it here. Okay, so then this one that we have it here is not going to be part of it. So I'm going to for this, I'm going to clean it. So we are not supposed to, it's not going to be part of the sectional view. So I'm going to clean it, but for now I will still leave it. So now we come here. So we come here. So this line will become a thick line. So this will become a thick line from here to here. And this line is not supposed to be there. So this line is not supposed to be there. And this line also is not supposed to be there. So I'm going to clean it. So I'm going to clean this line, and I'm going to clean this line. So this will also be a thick line. So it will be a thick line down here. And this will also be a thick line. So from here to here. Okay, so I'm just trying to make use of the front elevation that we have drawn before. So normally we are supposed to replicate everything, but in your own, so if you come across a question like this, you need to replicate everything that we have here. So you need to replicate everything that we have here. So we need to make this line a thick line. Alright, so I've removed the lines that we need to remove for the sectional front elevation. So this part is solid. We are going to hash this surface. This surface, we are going to hash it. We are going to hash this, the whole of this surface. So the web will be left unhashed because of how the cutting plane cut it. It will be left unhashed. And we also to hash this, but we are not going to hash the surface as we can see it here. And this surface also, we have it here. It will not be hashed. So with our 45 degrees set square, and we are not hatching this surface. Okay, so we have it under here. The cutting plane does not touch it. So we take the 45 degrees set square. So hatching lines are drawn within continuous line, and they are to be equally spaced. Okay, so I'm going to hash the surface like this. So I'm going to hash it like this. So you move a set square, and then we come here. So we hash like this, and then coming here. So we hash here. Okay, then we go. So we have this hashed. So we are not hashing this surface, and also this surface we are not hashing it. So we leave it unhashed. Okay, so we are producing the arching lines on the surface. And as I said, we use 45 degrees set square, so for the arching lines. Okay, so I need to come up a bit. Okay, so arching this together. Okay, so this surface will be left unarched. That is the web, so we have to leave it unarched because of how the cutting plane cut it. Okay, so we leave it unarched. Alright, so then we also hash this from here, so producing the arching line here, and then here also we hash this, and then so we also hash the surface. Okay, so we hash here also. Alright, so as I said, that normally we are supposed to, if we are to do it in an exam, so you have to replicate the front elevation. So the line that I said I removed, there's a line here that I removed, there is one here that I removed. They are not supposed to be there when you reconstruct this to produce the sectional view, so you are not to put those lines there. So that's why I removed them here. So this is the sectional front elevation based on the direction of cutting plane AB. Now let's work on the sectional end elevation, as we have cutting plane CD. We have cutting plane CD. So cutting plane CD, this is how we have it. So it goes like this. So it goes like this. Okay. So it cut this part and also cut this part here. Okay. So and then so we also have this part being cut. So we are going to have this is solid. We are going to hash it. We are going to hash this, and we are going to hash this surface. Okay, so let's work on that. So we have the end elevation drawn here. So this is the end elevation. So what we are to do now, okay, so what we are to do now for the end elevation, so we are going to make some parts, we are going to make them thick. Okay, so we are going to hash this surface, this rectangle that we have here, the cutting plane cut it, we are going to hash this, it becomes a solid. We are going to add this surface, and then this line that we have here that we drew with short dashes line, we are going to make it a thick line. So that is what we are going to do. So we make this line, we make it a thick line from here to here like this. So we make it a thick line, and we also make this line a thick line like this. So also this line, so we make it a thick line from here to here. We also make this a thick line from here to here. Alright, so now, so this line will not be there again. So this will, okay, so it will become a thick line. It will become a thick line on this surface. This will become a thick line because a true hole, we are told that it goes down to this level. So we also need to make this line, we make it a thick line like this. So this line that we have here, so this line, so will not be there again. This particular line will not be there again. This will not be there again, but this one will become a thick line. So this will become a thick line from here to here, and this will become a thick line from here to here. And then we also make this line, so this line from here to here becomes a thick line to this end. So we make it a thick line from here to here. Alright, so I'm going to remove some lines. So the cutting plane does not touch this surface, so it doesn't touch this surface and doesn't touch this surface. Okay, so we can still leave this short dashes line, we can leave them as they are. Okay, we can leave them as they are. Okay, so so this line, so this particular line that we have here, so let me see where we have. So this line that we have here, so this line that we have here and here, So it's for this hole that we have here and for this hole. So I'm going to remove this one. Maybe I'll just leave this one because this also goes with the line that we have at this point, and this also goes with the line that we have at this point. So I'm going to remove this one, and I will remove this one. I will even remove it here because we are going to add this part of the triangle. We are going to add this part of the triangle. So I pause the video and quickly get them removed. Alright, the surfaces that we are going to ash here, as I said, we are going to ash this surface like this. So we're ashing this surface, so up to here and here, and we also hash this surface like this, so down here like this. Okay, so those are the part that we are going to, or the surfaces that we are going to hash. So let's start like this. Okay, so I will start from up here. So I will start from here. Okay, so with 45 degrees set square, we hash the surface. So we hash like this. Okay, so we slide it. So we okay. Okay, so I need to consider this also. So the cutting ply, we are drawing the action lines. The set square is moving, so I need to. Okay, so for this. Alright, so we move on. So by drawing a line here. Okay, so we move to this side. So move in. So the action lines are drawn within continuous lines, and they are equally spaced. They have to be equally spaced. Okay. So we also move. So we make a line here. And we also need to put it here. And then it goes like this. So moving a bit away. Okay. So we also draw here. So we draw this. Okay. So we are not arching this surface and this surface. So we need to leave them unarched as I have done. So we also draw from here to here, and then we draw the line here on this surface. So we come down a bit, so we also draw from here to here, and we draw from here to here, and then so we move. So we have this, and then so we have this. So we go down a bit, so we draw the action lines here, an action line, and we also hash the surface here. Alright, so I need to move. Okay, so coming here. Okay, so we draw a line here, and then we also draw it here, and then we move. So we draw it here, and we also draw it here. Then so I will do the rest while I pause the video. So this is section CD as we have it here. So this is section AB. So based on direction of the cutting plane AB as we have it, that it goes this way. And for section CD, the cutting plane goes this way, and we remove this part based on direction of the arrow. So it's as simple as I've done it here. And thank you. God bless you.